Alright guys, what's going on? That's Average here, bringing you another Assassin's Creed 3 little how-to educational type video. I know that my buddy Clayton was having a little bit, and I hence the term, a little bit of problems with this little feature in Assassin's Creed with the accounting book and trading. So I figured I'd make a little short tutorial, and it's not really that short, on how to do the accounting and the trading. So we're in the manor. Let's go over to the accounting book to your left. Right there, accounting book, press B to interact it. Now, there was a tutorial on how to do this, but I figured I'd make my own. Mine's a little better. So you have three situations for the accounting book: the stockpile, the crafting, the trading. We're going to go over stockpile, tell what that is. Basically, what the stockpile is, it's what your homestead members have resourced. You know, the lumberjacks do lumber, blah, 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 hunting, pelts. And normally, what you do is you buy it from them at general store price. So normally you sell bear pelt at 240 euro or gold, whatever you want to call it. Instead, you're buying it from them. So it's like you're the general store and they're selling you your goods. So we're going to load up on bear, beaver, deer, and fox. That sells for the most. Now what we do is we go over to the, I can't even think of the name for it, trading. You go over to the trading and you're going to load everything on the ships. On the recipes real quick, I decided I stopped by. I wanted to check something out. It's in the war supplies, the firearms. I didn't know how much they sold for. They sell for quite a bit. They do take a lot of resources to make. Needed some iron ore. And I know the last time I wanted to craft that, my guy was out. I had exhausted the rest of it. But here's our convoys. Now, if you don't have naval convoy, that's because you probably don't have the recipe for it. You need a level 2 woodworker. I will provide the recipe for naval convoy in the description. I have not upgraded yet, but I'll provide the naval convoy upgrade. As you can see, there are many different routes, many different sea routes, each with a different amount of risk and travel times. And, of course, value. I used to use the St. Augustine. It had the least amount of travel time. Now, here lately, I've been using the Louisburg since it does give you the most. And once you do clear out the ship battles, the Louisburg route, its risk becomes 5%. So in 38 minutes, I'll be getting 11,000 gold back, and it only cost me about 2,600 gold to buy those bear pelts. So it's a fantastic way to spend your money. And in my opinion, once you get your ships, you need to start loading your ships up with bear pelt because you make more money on the ships. Each resource sells for more on the ships than it does the land convoy. Kind of, sort of. I mean, you can't argue that the land convoys, my land convoys come back 3 times to the ship's 1. And I'll admit that, but you know, that's fine. Ships still give me big pretty numbers. So as you can see, I started to craft the firearms. I did not at the time know how much they sold for, so I was very curious. Because that's another thing you can do. You can buy the raw items from the stockpile, craft them into more other items, and trade those as well. I know the first time I traded tea on all my ships, I thought it was kind of cool, and I was hoping no one would do, a tea party on me. Ha ha ha, very funny. Anyways, and the firearms, they are pretty nice. They sell for, you'll see in the video here in a minute, they sell for a little over 1,000 a piece, but they do take a lot of resources to make, and I'm not sure if it's worth it as of right now, but they do sell for a little over 1,100 gold. Pretty nice, not too shabby. I was upset that I did not get 10 firearms and it didn't fill up a ship. That did irritate me beyond belief. But if you don't know how to use the accounting book, if you were kind of like Clayton and skip through the tutorial, I hope this really helps you. It is the best way to make money. It's incredible, and it is real. It's real time. Like, it does take actually 38 minutes. So as long as you're not in the pause menu, though, you're fine. So, I mean, 12 minutes in this game goes by so fast. I highly recommend that you do your homestead missions. That's the biggest thing I gotta say. The more homestead missions you do, the more you get. So on the video right now, you can see that wolf sold for about 600 on the ship. It doesn't sell for that on the land convoy, and I'll show you that with beaver. Right now, I'm going to take some beaver pelt and show you how much it sells for on the ship. 768. Let's go put the wolf pelt back, and let's go to our land convoys. Land convoys, That's how I feel about land convoys. As you can see, it's about half the price because they have a 30% tax. However, that will change once I start doing more of the liberation missions and brawlers missions, because the more side missions you do, it will lower your risk and tax rate. I just haven't done none of those yet. That's just, that's my fault. But your land convoys, they do have a bigger chance at getting attacked. And if they do get attacked, they are in the frontier. All you have to do is go to the frontier, and it'll say your stuff is being attacked. And all you do is go to the frontier to defend them. They're somewhere in the frontier to defend them. Try and not lose your convoys, because you do have to build more. As of right now, I've never had a sea convoy being attacked, but I'm sure it's possible by pirates. And I can only imagine that in order to defend those, you would probably just have to go to your ship, and it's probably somewhere out there. Don't take my word on it, though. I'm not 100% sure. Let me address some of the comments real quick that in the other video. Guys, I am 99.9% sure that even if you beat the entire game, you will still be able to go back and do your homestead missions. Please understand that, let's say you're on sequence 9, because I know that Dustin's on sequence 9. He cannot get Big Dave, which is the blacksmith. He cannot get Big Dave to level 4. That's because he's behind in the sequence, so now he'll have to start doing the actual story mode. So you do have to progress within the story to get some, but I'm 99.9% sure that you do not have to do them when you have to, because that just wouldn't make sense, and I don't believe the game is that stupid. So I will, but I can't really tell you for 100% sure, because I've done all my homestead missions before I've continued on in the story. So there's nothing, excuse the phone if you can hear it ringing. But I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this has helped you. I know it's an incredibly fast way to make money. As you can see, I got 13,000 left. I need 4,000 more, and I can buy the last upgrade for the ship. And then I'm done. Other than that, I'm done with making money. There's a new strongest weapon. The Sawtooth Sword's not the strongest anymore. Lincoln's Replica is the strongest when it comes to damage. It's a pretty cool sword. I'll be crafting that here in a minute. Well, anyways, this has been That's Average, guys. Thank you for all the support and feedback you've given me. Please write comments. I've been trying to answer them as much as I can. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Share if you think that you know people who need this help. I hope this helps. Later, guys.